Welcome to Project Pack number 3. My name is Martha and I'm going to be adding to our cool ribbon ensemble here with one of my favorite go-to tangles. It's actually a variation of a tangle called Diva Dance, and it's a wonderful tangle that can get into all kinds of empty spaces that you need filling, cracks and crevices that might be waiting for some ink, and we call it Diva Dance Rock and Roll. So I already have my beautiful ribbon string already done here on 9 Renaissance tiles, and I'm going to be using a Micron 01 black pen. I have the world here as my oyster, so I'm going to choose this section here, but you can choose any section on your ensemble that you wish. And Diva Dance Rock and Roll it starts out with a spiral as sort of our base that we work around. So if you want to watch me for a minute, if you've never done this tangle, I'm going to start in the middle here where I have the most room and begin with a spiral. But before I go too far, I'm going to start to go back and put in these sort of moon-shaped lumps, if you will. And these are what we're going to be auraing as we continue our spiral. So it's going to give it this wonderful dramatic texture that I think resembles a beautiful blossom or any kind of lush flower. So as I go around my circle, I stop and I fill in the previous spiral line with a series of bumps that allows me to aura with some drama and texture. And it's as we go around, we build this beautiful blossom. The original Diva Dance is a linear experience, much the same. And then surely it was Maria that came up with this grand idea to take it around a spiral. And it's a very forgiving tangle. You can sort of stop and start often throughout the process. Just following that line that these beautiful little bumps create. And as I hit the end of my string, I stop and sort of continue on the other side of it as I imagine the blossom fitting in. Now I'm going to start another one right next to it, right here. Again, beginning with my spiral, and then going back and adding some ink to give my aura lines the texture. I don't know what it's like where you're living now, but here in New England where we are, we have been just dying for spring to begin, and it is taking its sweet time. So these blossoms are a great perk to add to our day as we wait for the real blossoms to come in our gardens. As I said earlier, I love how this tangle just can fit into any little space. And I like to go back and add some more drama as I go. So you see, here's a few stacked together. I'm going to continue on in this space now that you've got the hang of it, and I'll meet you on the other side. So I'm getting closer to the end of this ribbon, and you'll kind of feel your way making your spiral blossoms a little smaller as your space gets tighter. And you can get creative with how you join the different blossoms together. It's a very forgiving tangle, I think. I'm going to do one more little tiny one here and then fade out as we get to this tight little corner. I just love how this tangle comes together. It starts out seeming a little awkward, and then it's this beautiful floral swag. Love it. So I think I'll just sort of do a couple of auras here, and then smaller and smaller till we get to the point. That looks very cool. We're going to finish here. We're going to wait before we shade this section until we fill all the other sections, and we'll do that all at once. I hope you enjoyed Diva Dance Rock and Roll. See you soon.